Fellow gamers, this is Adam with the Game Grid Arcade in West Valley City, Utah at the Valley Fair Mall, and I am here to announce the beginning of a new customer rewards program that we've had in the works for a little while. And this is something that we announced on our social media back in October or so, but have been caught up with a lot of other arcade industry related things to do, such as IAAPA. But with that winding down a little bit, I've taken some time to finalize some of the details on this program, but this is our new achievement patch program. And so what we've done is designed these patches that you see here. Right now we currently have 7 of them, and these were produced by American Patch for us over in Pennsylvania, I believe. And so we have these to give away as rewards to you. And now to achieve these patches, you have to go through certain requirements. They're a little bit like Boy Scout merit badges in that most of these patches we've come up with 10 different requirements for you to pass off, and if that is certified and passed off by a Game Grid employee, myself or Ben, then you get the patch. So it's not buying these outright, it's just working towards it so that you can prove your skills at the different genres as you see there. And so what we've done is created these requirement sheets here that can be used to track your name, when it started, and signing off the different requirements that you achieved. And so with about 10 requirements per patch, it's something that we've determined is not going to be impossible to do. That obviously wouldn't be fair, but it's also not like just showing up and putting a coin in the game or learning where the start button is. Some achievements get a little silly and stupid at times. So these are things to show that you have real skill at the game, and it is probable that you're going to have to practice on certain things or play games a few times to be able to achieve those things, but with these patches we want it to feel worthwhile, that you've proven your skill at them. And so probably the hardest one to obtain would be the Arcade Hero patch, because that's more of a generalized thing and showing off different skills within the arcade. But I think you'll find some fun challenges from each one, and that's what we've strived to do. Now, there may be changes to the requirements. We have dated each one of these sheets, such as the ones we have right now are dated December 2017. But changes can happen at any time, and that just occurs due to the somewhat volatile nature of the games. Sometimes games stop working and they may be down for a little while, and we do strive to keep everything up and running as best we can, but especially with some of the older games, it's become a bit of a challenge at times to find certain parts or to be able to repair certain boards. And so in the instance where there's a requirement on a sheet of a game that's stopped working for some reason and it's not something that we're going to be able to fix, say like the same day, then we'll come up with a different requirement. And in some cases you'll see that there's 2 possible requirements. You don't have to do both of them. It says do this or this to pass off that particular requirement. But again, in the instance that a game is not functional for some reason, then we'll come up with an alternate requirement until we can get that game repaired. But then there's also changes that may occur at any time due to new games arriving or old games being sold. As one example, we just sold off our Captain America arcade machine, and we are looking out there to see what might be something good to replace it with. Just haven't found anything quite yet, but depending on what it is, it may offer a new requirement that would work out great on one of these different badges. And so just ask us if there's any questions on that, or we'll be sure to announce on our social media if there's been any major changes made to these patches. But either way, we hope that you enjoy working on these patches. We've designed them to try and be a fun thing to do and something that can show off your skill, your prowess at Arcade Games. But if you have any questions, feel free to ask us, and if you want to get started, just come in here to the front desk and ask for one of these papers, and of course we can keep it here and keep track of it for you if you'd like. We'll also keep track of everybody's progress digitally so that we can be sure to keep things in order. And then also, for those that do win any patch, you'll get your picture up here on our TV screen. It'll be shared on our social media as well. And so just to kind of hope that this becomes something of a modern way of showing off your initials on the high score table, which used to be really big back in the late 70s, early 80s. But unfortunately, it's not been quite the same in modern times. But either way, then thanks again for watching this, and look forward to seeing what you guys can achieve out there.